cross my heart and hope to die. Welcome to my dark side.
A birth that shook the universe. The moment Kakarot was born, the cosmos shuddered. His cries did more than echo through the cold, metal halls of planet Vegeta's birthing chambers. They sent invisible shockwaves rippling across the stars. The air around the newborn warped unnaturally, his mere existence bending reality itself. Midwives stumbled backward, feeling something inexplicable, something wrong. This wasn't normal. This wasn't mortal. King Vegeta, standing over the child's pod, scowled as his scouter crackled and exploded, unable to measure the newborn's power. "What? Is this infant?" he muttered, fists clenching. Bardock, the child's father, narrowed his eyes. He wasn't a sentimental warrior, nor was he one to overthink things. But as he stared at his son, he felt it. A force far beyond Saiyan nature, beyond even their strongest warriors. The very space around Kakarot trembled, as if the universe itself feared him. That's when they arrived. Without warning, a blinding pillar of divine light descended upon the planet. The sky cracked like glass, and from the rift stepped Whis, Angel of Universe 7, and the Grand Priest himself. Gasps filled the chamber. No mortal had ever laid eyes upon such beings, and lived. Bardock instinctively reached for his scouter, only to remember it had already been destroyed by his son's power. King Vegeta took a step forward, forcing himself to remain composed. What is the meaning of this? The Grand Priest's expression was unreadable, but his eyes locked onto the infant, glowing with knowing intensity. "This child," he spoke, his voice reverberating through the minds of every being on the planet, "is not meant for this world." Before Bardock could react, before anyone could even process the statement, Kakarot vanished, whisked away by divine will. That was the last time Planet Vegeta ever saw him. A god raised among gods. Far away, beyond the mortal realm, in a vast and endless ocean of violet energy, the child known as Kakarot opened his eyes, not as a Saiyan warrior, but as something more. The infant had been taken to the sacred realm of destruction, the very heart of Hakai energy, where gods of destruction were born. Beerus, the god of destruction of Universe 7, scowled as he watched the child hover in midair, cradled by raw destruction energy, as if it were his mother's embrace. "This is the one you brought me?" Beerus muttered, arms crossed. Whis chuckled, tapping his staff. "Not just any child, my lord. He is one born with Hakai energy in his very soul." Beerus narrowed his eyes. The child wasn't crying. Unlike mortal infants, who wailed upon birth, this one simply stared back with a silent, knowing gaze, as if destruction itself whispered its secrets into his tiny ears. "He's dangerous," Beerus muttered. "Even for me." Whis only smiled. And so, Kakarot was raised not by warriors of war, but by gods of devastation. Years passed. The once infant Saiyan grew into a force of nature, training in the vast, endless cosmos under the relentless guidance of both Beerus and Whis. By the time he was a child, Kakarot could shatter moons with a flick of his wrist. By the time he was a teenager, his mere presence could erase entire solar systems if left unchecked. Unlike Beerus, who learned the art of destruction, Kakarot was destruction. His mastery of Hakai came as naturally as breathing. Planets crumbled at his will. Stars dimmed when he flexed his fingers. He was not just strong, he was a being who erased existence itself with a thought. And yet, he was still Goku. Still grinning, still playful, still ever hungry for a challenge. He was both a warrior and a god, a paradox the universe had never seen before. And today, Beerus intended to remind him of his place. "You're late, Kakarot," Beerus growled. The two stood on a floating platform of cracked celestial stone, hovering over an abyss of swirling destruction. Below them, broken planets drifted aimlessly, remnants of past battles. Goku stretched, his black and purple destroyer robes fluttering in the cosmic winds. "Aw, come on, Lord Beerus. I was meditating." Beerus's golden eyes burned. A god of destruction must be disciplined. "You think you can act like a carefree fool forever?" Goku smirked. "Hey, I beat some pretty strong guys while being carefree." Beerus twitched. "Enough talk. Show me your progress." He vanished. A blink. No, less than that. An infinitesimal moment of time passed before Beerus was already inches from Goku's throat, claws glowing with pure, concentrated Hakai energy. Boom! The impact was instant and cataclysmic. the force of their clash sending unimaginable shockwaves rippling across the entire universe. Stars shattered, time itself wobbled. Goku twisted midair, catching Beerus' wrist with ease, his movements godly, effortless. Then he struck back, a knee to Beerus' ribs, faster than light, harder than reality itself. Beerus gasped, feeling something no mortal had ever made him feel: pain. Goku didn't stop. He spun, vanishing and reappearing behind Beerus, twisting his fingers into a claw. Hakai! A colossal sphere of pure destruction energy expanded in his palm, far larger than any Beerus had conjured before. Beerus barely reacted in time, countering with his own Hakai blast, the two attacks colliding and igniting a supernova of destruction so vast it swallowed multiple galaxies. Space screamed, time cracked. The foundations of reality itself trembled. The battle raged for minutes that felt like eternities, neither giving an inch. Their movements were unreadable, their techniques divine, each blow calculated with precision only gods could comprehend. But then, Goku smiled. Beerus widened his eyes. Goku raised his hand, Hakai energy swirling into something new, something Beerus had never seen before. It wasn't just destruction. It was controlled destruction. Lord Beerus, Goku said, his voice calm, confident. You've trained me well. And with that, he clenched his fist. And Beerus was erased. Not killed, not knocked out, erased. But only for a moment. Goku smirked and snapped his fingers, bringing Beerus back into existence with ease. Beerus collapsed to his knees, panting. What? You restored me? Goku grinned. Guess I'm not just a destroyer, huh? Maybe I can be something more. Whis chuckled from afar. Oh my, it seems the universe has just gained its most unpredictable god yet. And in that moment, as Goku floated above the shattered cosmos, the universe knew a new god had risen, one unlike any before, one who wielded both destruction and creation, one whose true power had only just begun. What's up, everyone? I've been thinking about creating one-shot stories based entirely on fan requests from this amazing community that has supported me for the past 2 years. This is your chance to have your dream story come to life. Drop your one-shot ideas in the comments, and the one with the most likes will be the next story I create. If that one-shot gets 2,000 likes, I'll turn it into a full series. So, let your imagination run wild and share your best ideas. But please, no spamming. And that's it for today's episode, guys. If you watched to the end, then that could be an indication that you enjoy the series. So please leave a like on the video. Thank you and take care.